Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were about to go face off against the Echo of Deskari. I went and bought some scrolls, and we have massively put on a bunch of scrolls, so that hopefully this fight will go relatively smoothly. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go, so we'll see. I have lots of buffs on everyone. We are sitting now at 63 armor, not including all of the protection type spells. He's at 60 armor. So yeah, this should be interesting at the very least. We may have to turn off oh, we don't even have Piranha Strike on. I was gonna say we might have to turn off Piranha Strike, but we might just have to leave it on. This is gonna be a very interesting fight, and we may or may not die. Let's go take a look. We gotta get in there before our buffs wear off. There we go. What are you doing in Deskari's abode? How did you get in here? No. Do not answer. I know how. It was Anamora, an insolent mortal who thought herself capable of greatness. Well, it doesn't matter. She prevented me from devouring you before, so I'll devour you now. You're afraid I'll take your place at Deskari's side, aren't you? What an absurd idea. The hollow fantasy of a mortal who does not understand the way of the swarm thinks. I am loyal to Deskari because I am part of Deskari. Do not insult me by comparing me to a jealous, squabbling noble at the court of some mortal monarch. Echo feigns disdain, but he cannot conceal rage. Your words have clearly upset him. Join me. You are just a little snack that Lord Deskari has saved for later. A dessert to be enjoyed after a great feast. Your crusade has been a thorn in our side. I will put an end to you once and for all. So he is very hard to kill, I think. I just kind of like did like a basic attempt at him a long time ago. I'm going to delay till after him. I want our main character to get in there first. Okay, so he is using... He's got plus 60 to hit, which is a hell of a lot. I don't even know if we're going to be able to hit him. We did hit him once. For how much damage? 8 damage. What I might do is tank with him, right? And then use Devour. We can't Devour him, really? So we're stuck doing like 8 damage a hit to him? How many hit points does he have? 972. Okay. What's our plus to hit and what's his armor class here? We have plus 41 to hit. He has 64 armor class. That's even with flanking? Hey, why don't we have flanking on here? Can he not be flanked? He has 1,000,000 attacks.
May I see your entrails, please?
We did hit him again. We did some more damage this time. I'm gonna move closer. Maybe flanking is not kicking in because I'm not in melee range enough.
May I see your entrails, please?
Or maybe we're just gonna die here. Let's try Swarm Feast. I don't know if it's gonna hit him, but we are definitely gonna die.
Let the attack commence.
We have done exactly 0 damage to him. Even if we're hitting him, is he healing? Or is it just his stone skin we haven't gone through yet? Probably his stone skin that we haven't gone through yet.
Let the attack commence. All I see is darkness.
He's gotten a tiny bit of damage now. We're attacking our own person. Let's try this fighting again one more time. Maybe we spread out a little bit more. I don't know how we're supposed to kill him. He's got so much armor. I guess we can try and use a Dispel Scroll on him. Get rid of his stone skin and all of his buffs. That might be worthwhile, actually. And I'm just going to attack him. Don't need to do the conversation. I understand what's going on here. I understand the stakes. Oh, we can absolutely be swarmed Oh, we were trying to use Devour, not Swarm Infest. Okay. This is fine. Let's Swarm Infest him then. And then just run away with him. Maybe we should just sacrifice our clone, infest him, and then just run away with our main character. We'll try that out if this doesn't work out. Okay, we need Dispel. That's the wrong one. Where's Dispel Magic? It's only a caster level 5. It's never gonna work. We'll try it, but I really don't see this. I don't see this doing anything. Caster level 5 against... No, it's just not going to work. Let's just not bother trying to do that. That's a stupid plan.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
There's loot there. We are allowed to run away, and we can run away very far. Do you take damage from our thing? Got rid of one mirror image. Can you also swarm infest? Only 1% of the time. Alright, we'll try and do a couple hits and then we'll flee as well. We might just have to cheese this out. Alright, so if we run our main character away as well, far enough that we don't have to worry about him, maybe we can just let this fight handle itself. Nope, he's definitely coming after us. I don't suppose we can use the to the other side thing. Oh no, he's going back. Nice. Can you not get to us? Maybe he can't get to us. Nope, he can definitely reach us. Okay. We are doing damage to him though, very slowly. So this is a sort of viable plan. I'm gonna try out something. Do we have an invisibility scroll? I mean, you think we would. Maybe we don't. We have haste. Yep, no we don't. Do we have potions of invisibility? Yeah, we do. Okay. So what we can do, or what we can try and do, we'll sacrifice everyone, except our main character, to go fight. And then we'll run our main character back, invisibility him, and hope that Deskari can't see invisibility, and we'll just kind of wait at the back. This is going to be a very dumb way of beating this fight, but I don't see any other way of doing it. Go fight, good luck. You got this. You will swarm infest. Run as far as well, that wasn't really all that far.
May I see your entrails, please?
Right then. You're gonna run as far as you can.
All I see is blackness.
You guys fight it out for a sec, and I am gonna go use a potion of invisibility.
Shadows embrace.
Now we can see if this will work or not.
I wonder what lies beyond.
We are doing damage to him. He is taking damage. Okay. I think we can just sit here and let this fight end itself now. Is this cheating? Hell yes, it is. It's very much cheating. Except it made its will save. Does that mean it lost? Nope, we're still doing damage. Okay. I'm going to let this play itself out, and I'll be back when the Echo of Deskari is dead. This is a very cheaty way of doing it, but it's a very cheaty fight and very annoying. Back shortly. Alrighty, so modern problems require modern solutions, and we won the fight. The Echo's legs give way, and he falls to his knees before you. His wounds ooze with a thick, putrid slime. I've lost to an unworthy mortal, but how? I'm part of the swarm. You can hear Deskari's howl of rage in your head. His bellowing voice would shatter the mind of most mortals, but you are no ordinary mortal. You remember the knowledge you took from Izyagna. Your nostrils are filled with the sour aroma of the Echo's rancid flesh, and a meal prepared specially for you. You can sense that this is the moment of decision. It's now or never. This is the feast in which you will be both the devourer and the devoured. The feast in which you will be reborn. For all your talk about the swarm, Echo, you never truly understood it. Behold the true swarm. He's still over here. That's very funny. Your swarm fills the air. The hum of insects swells into a buzzing song of triumph. They begin to feast on the Echo and on you. Your transformation has begun. You see through the eyes of every insect, you taste the flesh of the Echo in every mouth, and you feast on your own mortal body. Why did you cling to it for so long? The insects mate, producing offspring, die and devour one another. The swarm is everything. The swarm devours the swarm. The swarm devours the swarm. The swarm devours the swarm. As the insects feast on the empty husk that is once your mortal form, one of them bites into something unusual. It tastes strange. Deskari. Here it is. This is the locust that gave him the power to bother you whenever he wanted. Deskari no longer holds power over you, but perhaps you should keep this piece of flesh from his swarm intact so you can communicate, or continue to communicate with Deskari and learn of his plans. We'll keep it. That sounds cool. You implant the tiny morsel of flesh into one of your myriad miniature bodies. Deskari wanted to spy on you, but now he will witness your every triumph, whether he wants to or not. You've never felt so free. You are no longer constrained by the limitations of a mortal body. You are the swarm. You are omnipresent. The world will become you. So we did it. We got to Mythic 9, which is the most important one to get to. We'll grab the swarm that walks. We actually get to have the cool new portrait, which we'll take. And we get an ability. What ability do we want? Thundering Blows is alright, but I don't think we'll actually need that one anymore. Exposed Vulnerability is not too bad either. That's ranged weapon. The other one, Leading Strike, is not bad. But, I mean, actually that would be pretty good because we do have lots of allies. We don't need Limitless Rage. I don't think we need Abundant Casting. We could have something like Unrelenting Assaults, which gives more damage the more we hit. Unstoppable won't matter to us. The swarm can't be stopped by most things, so I'm not too worried about that. Do I want? Maybe Always a Chance, because we critically miss so many attacks, but that doesn't really matter. You don't automatically miss when you roll a 1 on an attack roll, but that doesn't matter because everything has such high armor class that if you're not rolling like a 17 or 18 anyways, you're not hitting half the time. Maybe that's ranged weapons. You know what? Let's take Thundering Blows. It can be very useful. And there we are. We are now the swarm that walks. We also get tons of new abilities because of being the swarm. If we go to swarm form,
I'll take the bait.
we have 39 dexterity. We have all these other stats. We have plus 40, 48. We have some buffs on, obviously. 61 armor class, but that's also from some buffs as well. We should probably get our people back. We can also make another clone. So we should probably do that right now. They're all going to be named the same thing. Because they are all the swarm.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
I wish it would copy over my abilities, though. It is kind of annoying that it doesn't do that, but that's fine. Where's my
Shall we
shapeshift
move? We shall
for being a
move.
kitsune?
Shall we move? We shall. I crave for
There it is.
adventure.
Change shape.
The road calls
That's better.
me. I'll take the bait.
So we're getting plus 10 for Eye of the Swarm. We need more, though. What is our
I
swarm
crave
size?
for adventure.
6. We have a scythe and a bunch of other random junk. We should probably raise dead
So
on our
many thoughts, so
other
little time.
people. Let's get them back up. That's not raised dead. That's raised dead. Right, they have to be actually alive before I can do that.
Shall we move?
Okay.
We shall move.
Restoration time? Alright. So,
Shake a leg.
we are now the swarm. More the swarm than we were before, honestly.
No
Let's grab whatever loot's here. It is awful. I kind of thought there'd be something better there, to be honest. And weirdly, even though we ate him, our swarm size didn't increase, like our swarm amount. That being said, we are now, you know, the swarm, which is nice. It's always good to have. They must have changed the swarm. I remember you, when you were the swarm in previous iterations, you'd have ranged attacks, 50-foot ranged attacks. I wonder if that's not the case anymore.
Shall we move? We shall move.
But that's fine, even if we can't. Having 3 people is very useful. Where are all our iterations? Okay, there's one.
Crave for adventure. Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun.
Oh, he's locked in the ground. That's great. I hope that he is not permanently locked in the ground. I hope when we
Wherever my legs
transform
carry me.
or go through this little thing that it doesn't mess this up. Because he's currently in the ground, which is less than ideal. Oh, he's still in the ground.
Forwards?
Maybe when we
No,
leave the exit, it'll be fine.
backwards.
Well, at least we can leave the exit, or exit the map. So hopefully in the next map he won't be underground, because otherwise we may have a game-breaking bug. We do need to give, you know, some items to this particular swarm. Also, look at our bug face. I only have one longsword. I guess we have Finian. We can give him Finian. He's okay, I guess. He is a Heartseeker weapon. Maybe we should give Finian to our main character. Then give the acid sword to him. Oh, this is going to be a weird situation. You get... Well, yes, but other way around. There we go. We have no armors to give him. Do we even have any good amulets? We have an we have an amulet of Mighty Fist +5. Let's give that to him. We have an amulet of natural armor +1, +4. I thought I swapped half the pair out previously. Weird. I'm almost certain I did. Anyways, we're going to go type in descending order. Let's get some stuff on him. Bracers of armor +8, good enough. Cloak of resistance, I think this is +6. Nope, it's +4. Do we have a +6? That's +4. +5. +5? Nope, just +5. Okay. Give him the Blazing Crown for some extra charisma, because why not? Not that it matters. Actually, it doesn't matter at all. Do we have anything better? Actually, it did matter. Oh, right, because we're Scaled Fist. We definitely can use Charisma for some armor class. Our belts kind of suck. I guess we're just going to give him this one for now. We need some rings. Ring of Evasion isn't the worst one. Don't know what that is. This is a Ring of Protection plus 4. That'll be good enough for one slot. Give him the Elemental Protector for the other one, I guess. We need boot. We don't have any boots. We don't have any shirts, don't have any armor. Do we have any glasses kicking around? And more importantly, do we have any gloves kicking around? We have the Stern Hand, which is not going to be very good. And we have those other gloves, which are also not very good. None of these gloves are going to be useful for him. We do have this belt, actually. Strength and Con. Nah. Wait, what's this one? Strength, Momentum, Bull's Rush. What's this one? No. Okay. Do I really not have any that have more dexterity than 2? Man, our gear sucks. It's because our other group members took some of our gear from us. Alright, well, nothing much else we can do at the moment. If we turn off Piranha Strike, we can actually hit things, so. What is our plus to hit? 44. And that's with only Heroic Invocation as an extra, so technically we're at plus 40 to hit. This guy's at plus 38. Okay. So it's not the worst combination of things. Now we have 2 clones, though, so we can probably go do some more things. Let's go to the city in the wasteland. Do I feel like we did a little bit of a cheaty? Yeah, for sure, 100%. Why are you not healing? Shouldn't that guy be healing as we were walking? Swarms have regeneration. It is a warm, sunny day in the wound, perhaps too warm and sunny. The Sarkorian wastelands are roasting in the heat of the purple, shimmering sun. Even demonic plants are unable to survive here. They suffocate in the red dust of the plains. A hot wind sweeps across the wastelands, leaving the commander with a taste of ash and sulfur in his mouth. The commander can see for miles around in every direction. If there were any enemies nearby, they would not be able to sneak up on him unnoticed. However, it does not look like anyone survived the excruciating heat in the wound. The only sound of life is the sound of insects buzzing nearby, their chittering noises sounding like harsh, rasping laughter. The heat causes the air to shimmer slightly, and through the haze, the commander notices the walls of a city rising up a short distance from the road. Is this a lost Sarkorian city, a demonic trap, or just a trick of the mind? The walls look real, but perhaps they're only a mirage. The commander realizes that it's impossible to tell from this distance, so he decides to explore the mysterious city. The walls are partially buried in red sand, and as the commander draws near, he realizes this is not a city but the sun-bleached remains of a Sarkorian settlement. The buzzing grows louder, and the commander can see Vescivores perched on the stone slabs as they bask in the sun. The husks of their dead kin crunch beneath the commander's feet with every step. The commander notices rotten wooden pillars covered in faded Sarkorian ruins. The tops of the pillars have been gnawed into sharp points, making them look like wooden stakes. The highest of these pillars seems to be a signpost in the middle of what used to be a busy crossroads. The passage of time has worn away all but 3 words on the signpost: Square, Marketplace, and Gem. The commander decides to search for the Vescivore Queen. Eltimar examines the houses closely. It looks like a battle took place here. The walls of the houses have been damaged or destroyed. All that's left of the roofs are a few wooden beams. When the commander turns his attention to the insects, he notices that all of the Vescivores seem to be flying in a single direction, towards the city square. Go to the square. The winding street that leads to the square is lined with partially destroyed houses. Many of them have only 3 walls, and others are nothing more than piles of rubble. The commander notices more and more Vescivores flying around, and the air is filled with a strange acrid smell. The square is completely empty, but the doors of Gozra's temple swing open. A woman emerges through them and begins to limp towards the commander. She is stripped to the waist and looks as though insects are squirming beneath her skin. Livor Mortis has discovered her withered, shriveled flesh, turning it a blotchy purple color. She opens her mouth to speak, but the words come out as a low buzz that is neither masculine nor feminine. Verbovezor welcomes you. Esteemed guest, please make yourself at home. The woman falls silent and then collapses to the ground. A small swarm of Vescivores flies out of her motionless corpse. The insects hover near the commander as if waiting for him to follow them. The commander decides to follow them. The swarm flies through the air, unhindered by the obstacles on the ground. The commander has to climb over the debris and walk through the partially collapsed buildings to follow the buzzing insects. Finally, the swarm flies down into a blissfully cool, dark hole beneath one of the walls. It does not look large enough for a person to fit through. The commander decides to... We can... Perception. Examine the walls, try to find another way underground. Eltimar feels along the sides of the wall and finds a hidden door. He presses a nearby stone, triggering the mechanism that causes the door to swing open with a creaking sound. The cool, damp air of the underground passage feels good against the commander's hot skin, but the chittering of the Vescivores becomes even more intense. The commander finds himself in a labyrinth of underground passages. These are obviously not natural caverns, although the stonework of the underground aqueduct, quite a rarity for Sarkoris, is almost completely hidden under a layer of swarming Vescivores. The walls, the ceiling, and the floor squirm and move like the bowels of a living creature. The insects block all the passages except for one, and the passage is growing smaller by the minute, prompting the commander to move faster. The passage ends abruptly, and the commander finds himself staring down into a huge well. The passage is dimly lit, but the bottom of the well is lost in impenetrable darkness. This could be the area beneath the water tower, but it's impossible to know for sure without a map of the city's underground passages. The well is filled with the sound of buzzing Vescivores, and the commander can smell their sweet scent wafting up from the darkness. The smell reminds him of the sweet caramel sold at Canabras's city's festival. Memories of that day come flooding back. For a moment, the commander feels as though he's back in the town square, as if in answer to his thoughts, the giant figure of Deskari rises up from the depths of the well. Suddenly a crossbow bolt pierces the demon lord, and the figure dissipates into thousands of swarming Vescivores. Both Deskari and the bolt were formed out of insects. More scenes flash before the commander's eyes. Ash and smoke fill the skies during the battle for Dresden, leaving a sour taste on the commander's tongue. Both familiar and unfamiliar people and places appear for a moment and then vanish. It's as if some unknown creature is trying to see into the commander's mind and access his memories. Yet the creature seems tentative and cautious, almost as if it's seeking the commander's permission. The commander decides that it's time to try to access the hive mind of the Vescivores. The commander reaches out with his mind as he sends his swarm forward to meet the Vescivores. The insects mingle together, and the commander realizes that this new swarm is called Verbovezor. It arrived in Demora a long time ago, before the creation of the Wound. A mortal whose name has been lost to time summoned it to defend the city against some puny mortal barbarians who have long since been forgotten. Demora was unable to drive away the city's new defenders, and it soon became food for the swarm. However, Verbovezor had grown accustomed to the noise of the city, so the swarm decided to become Demora, and now it aspires to become Galarian. It wishes to absorb more thoughts and more ideas. It wants to learn more about the comical movements of the mortal bodies it controls, but to achieve that goal, it needs to devour Deskari and all other demonic rulers who seek to destroy these lands. The swarm searches for answers in the commander's mind, but finds nothing. The commander directs his swarm to attune to it and subjugate it to his will. It's a well-known fact that Vescivores communicate by releasing pheromones, buzzing at different frequencies, and beating their wings. The commander penetrates Verbovezor's mind. He attunes to the buzzing swarm and matches the frequency of its vibrations. After a few minutes, the two swarms buzz and sway as one. The noise of their wings makes the well sound like a giant beating heart. The air grows thick with the scent of pheromones emitted by the Vescivores. The sound of their buzzing, humming wings drives the commander's locusts into a frenzy. The locusts launch themselves at the plump bodies of the Vescivores, they greedily plunging their avipostors into them with swift, precise strikes. Verbovezor surrenders. An image of a battle arises in its mind. Two swarms, the locusts and the Vescivores, attack their foes together. This is the power the commander will wield in the future. The swarm that emerges as a result of this alliance will seek out the commander. It will follow his scent, and when it locates him, it'll fight on his behalf. Finally, it's all over. Verbovezor silently retreats back down the well. The commander is free to leave. The city is dead and quiet. The show has come to an end. There's nothing more to see in Demora. Well, that was cool. Let's go find something to do. I'm not sure why he's not regenerating, but such is life. We'll just heal him really quickly when we get to a place. We need to buff up our bugs, like always. Did we make a new army there? Yes. Yes, we did. There's actually more armies here too. I'm gonna move the zombies away somewhere. Is this my zombie army? It's a zombie army. This is also a zombie army. We're gonna have a huge zombie army because we just keep making them even though they're kind of worthless for us. There's a bunch of demon armies moving around too. They may kill off some of the zombies for us. And there's another swarm here as well. Damn, we have a lot of swarms just kicking around. Okay, those are all our zombies except for this one, who needs to come all the way back up here as well. We could maybe go try and do some other quests now. We need to make our swarm a little bit bigger though. I think we need like another 1 or 2 levels. Let's go try the Desolate Thicket. We've never been up there. We're gonna have a couple battles of Dresden coming up here in a second as well. And then after this, I think we'll call it a video. I think we have a heal scroll and possibly some or like cure potions kicking around. We can just shove down our swarm's throat to make this healing goes faster.
The road calls
This is
me.
completely normal.
I'll take the
A
bait.
completely black screen. Okay, let's go out and back in again. You gotta love that. Hope all our people aren't technically underground. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do a couple fights first. Our swarm will kill these guys pretty fast, I think. Oh, we didn't kill them in one hit? Okay. Oh, they didn't... Oh. There we go. The Babals were summoned, so they don't matter. No enemy reached us again? Okay, let's go back in. Let's see if it's fixed. I'm really hoping it is, otherwise we're kind of screwed.
At first I said, no, I can't.
Are we actually stuck
So then I insisted,
underground?
But I should.
So
I need
many
that to
thoughts.
survive.
So
then I
little
argued,
time.
then agreed to do it. Oh, it's so hard to
You
decide
gotta be
whether to
kidding
have
me.
breakfast or not.
Okay, we won't quick save anymore,
Trail me.
just in case we need to load back. We're gonna try a different area and just see if this is a permanent problem or if this is just a one zone problem that may fix itself. If this is a permanent problem, then we have to reload back to the Echo Deskari fight. I'll redo it. Then we'll redo this City in the Wasteland thing. Dude, I'm trying to figure out if the game is broken. I don't care about your shitty level 6 demon army that's showing up. Nobody cares. These fights are incredibly dumb. Like, this is a pointless fight. Look, they're almost all dead. What a shocker. There should be an auto-resolve feature if your army is overwhelmingly more powerful. Kind of expecting that thing to die. Oh well. It's a lot of stinking clouds. I'm really hoping our game's not broken. Oops, I didn't mean to not attack with our Vescivores. Let's get another Vescivore swarm down here as fast as possible. Let's just get everyone. There we go, they're all dead. If this is broken, what I'll do is I'll end the video here. And then, oh, come on. This is actually now just annoying. For no other reason than just to be annoying. I don't know why I'm moving my rangers. Like, what are these tiny armies meant to accomplish in this game? Nothing. There's literally nothing they can do. There we go. Fight's over. What a shocker. 0 casualties. 3 casualties, but they're immediately replaced. Okay. Now can we see if the game is broken or not? That's all I care about. Thank you for doing that. Let's go to the place of execution. It's relatively close, which is nice. And if it's broken, then we have to go back. Not sure how our character ended up underground, but if it's broken all of our characters, then we have to redo all of this stuff again. But that's fine, I'll do that between videos. Yeah, it's broken. Okay. Broken it is. Alright, then we'll leave off here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. We'll be back with a fixed game, hopefully. Take care.